I've been using these table designs since 1988 when I built my business. And I did this way because in researching my business in the mid-'80s, I visited dozens, literally, of frame shops around the country. And what I learned was that most framing tables were built out of 2x4s and plywood, and a lot of them were very rickety, and they didn't make very good use of the internal space of the table for storage. So I wanted to build a table design that was rock solid and economical, easy enough to build, could be taken down and put back together in a new location if you wanted to do it that way. And I wanted something that could be configured and adapted to certain applications in the shop.
I see. So the tables that you make, they're possible to take out and move if the shop moves?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, that's very interesting. That's very interesting. Okay. All right. So, hey guys, I have Mark, Steve, Jonathan, Tim, and I have a couple of people here in Zoom. I cannot tell what your names are here. So just give us some likes, tell us where you're from. And if you're new to this, give us a hashtag new so we know that you're new here. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll go ahead and ask Jim about it. All right, Jim, so go ahead. You have the floor. Tell us what the class is about, and what are these things that you have up there?
Well, I have to demonstrate in the class. These are class demonstration samples. This is the 1:4, a 1/4 scale model of a 4-foot by 8-foot table that is 42 inches high. And this is very much like my main mat cutting table in the shop. I have my Fletcher 2000 mat cutter, which is 60 inches long, arranged on one corner of this table. And it works out really well that way. I've embedded it in the table. But this table can be adapted in many different ways. We have mat board storage. Where is it? Here we go. We have 4 bins here, and we have also 4 bins on the other side of the table. This is a mirror image sort of table. And let's see here. Maybe you can see this. The handout for the class will include color drawings that are color-coded that show the assembly and configuration of the table. As you can see here, this table has the yellow areas here represent the mat board storage bins, and these aqua-colored areas represent the storage shelves here. And you see how they work? This table is a mirror image.
I see. Sure.
And this particular table was built in my shop for 42-inch height because I'm 6 feet tall, over 6 feet, and my elbows are 43 inches off the ground. And it's best to have a work table that is the height of your elbows or slightly higher. Otherwise, you're going to be bending over to work on the table. And the first table that I built was 36 inches tall because that's what somebody told me to build. And that turned out to be a mistake because I always had a backache. When I built my first 42-inch tall table, the backache stopped, and it was much easier to work on it. So this table is 35 inches tall. And what I've done here is created a false top, an add-on top that is reinforced. It's extremely sturdy. And these tables are designed to be constructed out of 1/2-inch particle board. And I recommend using 1/2-inch particle board that's covered with white melamine. It's available at all the home improvement stores, Menards, Lowe's, Home Depot, all of those. And you can also get these things at most lumber suppliers as well. And they'll cut the pieces for you.
Well, I have my own panel, so I don't need anybody to cut it for me. I don't trust them.
Oh, I'm envious.
I have to make sure that everybody knows that.
But it does require a panel saw to do this very, very accurately. But if you have a panel saw, it's more efficient and it's more accurate too. You can put a 4-foot by 8-foot sheet of material in there and cut, a dozen this way and a dozen that way and come up with very good cuts. and it can be done rather quickly. But to cut,
we put a couple of layers sometimes, especially acrylic. I can go 5-6 deep and cut them in one shot, which is very, very efficient. So if you look at a couple of these, a half inch is not a problem. You put a couple of those together.
Yes, well, I've never had a panel saw. So all of my tables were constructed from parts that were cut by the lumber suppliers.
I see, sure.
Sure, and it's easy to do that. If you don't have a panel saw, that's the best way to do this.
Yeah.
Now, this table requires 11 sheets, 48 by 96 sheets of half-inch particle board.
How many sheets?
11.
Oh, 11. How much is a half-inch particle board? I mean, MDF.
Well, I don't know. It depends how and where you buy it. I should look that up, and I plan to before I go to the class.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing the last time I bought a 4-foot by 8-foot sheet of it, I think it was in the $30 range or $28, something like that.
Yeah. Okay. So this is about a $600 setup right there before the labor.
Yes, that's right. That's right. And there's very little labor to assemble this. 2 people can put this table together in about an hour.
Sure. So Rick says, hi, Chris Baker. Rick says, my work table is 41.5 inches high, even though I'm only 5'5". I can never tell by looking at you, Rick, but it still works great for me. So Rick has a very high table, and it works very high for him. Our shop, all our tables are 36 inches tall. We do it that way, and I store mat boards underneath.
Yes, well, these tables are designed for board storage as well. You can put, this is 35 inches clear height inside here. And each of these bins is almost 9 inches wide, and they are 41 inches deep. So you can store mat board, foam board, and glass up to 32 by 40 inches in these bins.
Very good. I like that a lot.
Okay.
Okay. So what else do you teach in the class?
Well, that's one of the most versatile tables. Back by the V-nailer and the miter saw, I have a 4-foot square table like this that has 2 rather large, deep shelves on both sides, like this.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the opposite sides, we have shelves that are less deep. These shelves are about 7.5 inches deep.
Okay.
And with this sort of a design, you can store your cans of paint, lubricants, boxes of blades, screws, hanging hardware, things of that sort, fit very nicely on these shallow shelves.
Very
but
good.
if you want a place to put your half-dozen Stanley miter clamps, you'd use these shelves on the ends.
Stanleys, right? They have to be Stanleys.
I'm sorry, say again?
They have to be Stanleys. If they're Chinese, you just throw them around, right?
Right. You must use Stanley Weisses, the real thing.
Good stuff.
None of those knockoffs. Yeah. But this table's 4 feet square.
Looks good.
And then I've talked to a couple people who said, gee, that's great, but I don't have room for a 4-foot by 8-foot table. I've only got 3 feet.
Okay.
So this table is 3 feet by 8 feet, and it's 42 inches tall. And these bins here also will accommodate 40 by 32 inch sheets of mat board or foam board or glass.
How come? Are they slanted? Do they look slanted?
Yes, they are slanted.
Very clever. Okay.
See, that goes that way, and that goes that way.
I like
so
that.
Yeah,
I never thought of it that way. That's very good. But this one is not mirror side, right? So the other side just leans against the wall.
Well, it could be against the wall, but it is designed as a freestanding table, and this is fairly stable. But it would be more stable if you put it against the wall or put one end of it against the wall.
Yeah.
But I really like to have walk around tables I can get all the way around.
Sure.
And these tables will all work that way.
Yeah, Jim, I think in Ohio you can do that. In New York, you're lucky if you have room to stand in front of your table.
Yeah, okay, I get that. Yeah, but here's a 36-inch wide table that will accommodate 40-inch wide mat boards.
I like it. This is a good idea. Very good.
Yeah,
So Jim, Yeah.
These bins are the bin separators are 41 inches square.
Okay.
So you've got 41 inches of height here, as well as 41 inches of depth. You see?
Sure. So you're putting, so you can put a box of foam board there very easily and some.
Yes, quite easily. That's right.
Yeah.
Also, I have two. Well, actually, I have three ideas for storing lengths of molding, 10-foot lengths.
Yeah.
I build these. This is something like what I had in my first shop. It's an A-frame type design. It's 30 inches in width and 10 feet long, and it uses vertical gutters, rain gutters from the home improvement store, the plastic rain gutters.
Yeah.
They're dirt cheap. They don't make abrasions or do any damage to the moldings. And this slight angle enables you to lay your moldings into the rack and have easy access to them all across. See that?
Oh, so okay. So the gutters that are three-sided, not the ones that are closed up, right? So the one side.
That's correct.
I see.
Okay. Can you see that picture right there?
I see it. Sure.
Yeah. Okay. It shows a little better on this drawing. This is another configuration that uses gutters horizontally instead of vertically. And this would accommodate, let's see here, how many? 55 10-foot plastic rain gutters. And this one with the vertical rain gutters would accommodate, I think it's 48 gutters.
48 gutters.
And yeah, in my most recent shop, the one I sold 4 years ago now, we put the 10-foot gutters on the wall horizontally. So we've got gutters from floor to ceiling, and there are 65 of them. This one is set up with lots of shelves, big shelves, little shelves. You would end up with 4 vertical, let's say bins that are, I think 21.5 inches wide or something like that. And you could put shelves in there in whatever configuration you like. You can have one shelf, you can have it really deep, or you can have a whole bunch of shelves like what we have over here. I'm looking at this in reverse, so
yeah, it's fine. We get it.
And this table also has shelves on the ends that, again, these are fairly shallow shelves, 7.5 or 8 inches. These are, I think, about 9 inches deep.
Yeah.
And that would hold a lot of hardware, things like staplers, hand tools, things of that sort. And again, this is a very versatile kind of a table design because you can configure it for storage of anything you want. And all of the interior area of these tables is useful for storage. You don't have to climb through the middle of the table to get to your stuff.
Yeah. Very good. Thank you. Jim, I appreciate you showing this to us. I really like all the classes that are in Vegas to have kind of a review like this where they tell us what it is. I think it would be very cool. So maybe in the future years, we can talk to the folks at the West Coast people, and maybe we can arrange for that. I think it would be very nice to see what you're signing up for. So I do appreciate you doing this for us and taking the time.
Well, thanks for the invitation, Mo. For those, there are a lot of framers out there whose tables are rickety and sometimes falling apart. I'm working with a framer right now. Okay.
There you go.
All right. Now, these tables are set up so that you can attach pieces of the particle board to the top and bottom parts, so that you can attach these pieces together. But they're all designed to come apart. See, and they're held together by using angle iron, aluminum angle. For these tables, the smallest I could get was 1/2 inch L shaped. But to construct these tables in your shop, to assemble the tables, we would use 1 inch, or if you prefer something that's really, really sturdy, use 2 inch aluminum angle stock that comes in 8-foot lengths. You can buy it at any home improvement store. And what you do with this is attach these things together using the angles like this, and these tables to literally screw together like this. And when you want to take them apart, that's how it happens.